but he smoked it. And that possession right there kind of summed up the first 20 minutes of the game from the Miami Heat. Shit was bad. It made the Atlanta Hawks look like a team that was just like, how the f is this team even in the play-in? These are amazing. Now, I know you've seen the look on that, right? 2 jump out, you got the slip. He pulled this, though. If you're going to shoot it, shoot that motherfucker. You're going to shoot that motherfucker. But keep this play in mind, because Bogdanovich just made a little adjustment right here, too. Now, that's called learning throughout the course of a game. You may have one look and then realize in the course of the game and be aware that you may have a better look and you may have made the wrong look. So next time you do get in the same scenario, you know what look to look for, because now you know how they're playing that same action. So boom, instead of trying to come over here and try to get this shot, he makes sure he comes up and set the screen and prepares himself to be able to make that bounce pass. UD's trying to get on their ass too. UD's trying to give him some fucking motivation, bro. Y'all be out here trolling. Some of these niggas be out here trolling UD. We already talked about this, but you got to speak on it again. The amount of knowledge that UD has exceeds anything that a 15th player on the roster could provide. All the stuff that he's learned playing with D Wade in his prime, Shaq, playing with LeBron, the big three, Chris Bosh, playing against the Celtics, playing against all these squads, all that knowledge that he's accumulated over the years, he really should be getting paid more than $2 million a year. Let's be real. Hey, angles, bro. When you attack, your goal should be to have your angle be so sharp that it forces your defender to just bail out entirely, like Max Strus does right here. Because, Pete, angle is so sharp. Max Strus says, forget trying to slide with him, forget trying to open up and stay on his hip or whatever. His angle is so sharp, it just forced me to open all the way up. And at this point, I just have no chance. Drive by Jimmy, block. Shot by Sadiq Bey. Boom, just like that. They down 23. Now, I could sit here and show you all the plays where they had bad offense, bad continuity, bad fluidity, no sets, everybody stagnant and shit. But, like, that doesn't even start with the team and their skill set and what they're doing on the court. It starts with what they're doing on the bench and in the locker rooms and the chemistry they have between each other. In terms of skill, in terms of capabilities, they got everything you need. As we've seen last year, they got the same pieces, so you know they got the talent, but the chemistry, that's a different thing. But good thing, basketball is a game of runs. At this point, he just hit this bucket, they're down 13. Now you're right back into the game. Basketball is a game of runs. But then boom, this foul right here, it was done by Strus, but it was big time for Atlanta. Because going into this halftime, like on Miami's perspective, instead of being fresh off a bucket, fresh off a make, crowd going, crowd flowing, instead of remembering that bucket you had to end off that run, you're remembering that bad foul that you ended up with, giving them 2 points. And by the way, make sure you subscribe, like, and turn on notifications because we drop breakdown videos daily. And if you want to catch my breakdowns live, make sure you go hit that link in the description, go follow, and let's get right back to it. And boom. Game of runs. They're down 6 at this point. But we all know Atlanta won this game, so this shows great character by Atlanta. Although they did have that first run to kind of cut that lead down in half and get even to closest 3-possession game, they held off that second run for them to be able to take over that lead. When you do want to be able to get downhill, be able to hit this bump and draw a foul, or make this bump and create some space and get into a fade, you got to find that side. You've got to find that side, that hip, that oblique area. You got to find it because the defenders in an illegal guarding position, you hit them on top of the fact that they're off balance. Boom, hard for them to change direction. You create space, or if you want to go straight up, you get the foul. The awareness, 1, and the deceleration, 2, for Young to be able to go that fast downhill, see Lowry come over, jump up in the air, stop, and then go up into Lowry is crazy. Peep it. Full speed. Slows down for a second, sees Lowry get up, he stops, and then gets up into Lowry and is able to draw that foul. That's great awareness. If you want to be a good shot maker, a tough shot maker in a sense, it's not about how you set up your moves so much. It's more so about, do you have the footworks to be able to make all the shots? Because you could have various setups, but the way you got to be able to make the shot, how you end the shot off, is the footwork. The setups are going to vary time to time, depending on your field, depending on who's guarding you. The setups are going to vary so much, but do you have the footwork on lockdown? Bro, that's... Hold on. Great board by Janet Johnson, but that's the picture-perfect example of patience. He gets double teamed, and notice how long he holds off this double team until he makes a play. Just notice. Gets his double team about 7 seconds on shot clock. Holds the double team for 5 seconds with the live dribble. On the sideline, mind you. On the sideline. Then he just stays patient, then he makes the right play. Then boom, Jalen Johnson though. Jalen Johnson, hey, he's gonna have a spot in this league, I'll tell you that. Jalen Johnson, because really when he first got into this game, he had a lot of bad plays, whether it's turnovers, whether it's bad fouls, all this stuff. But the thing about it is that the game went on and he just forgot about those plays and just kept hooping. And he ended up making a ton of great plays that are able to hold off Miami's run and allow them to be able to come back and take that lead. If he keeps his head on straight, if he continues to learn, if he continues to play his role, he's gonna be in the league for a while. Then boom, another one, bro. And this is where the game was really getting fucked up. These offensive rebounds, bro. These offensive rebounds. This fourth quarter, Atlanta controlled this glass. Atlanta controlled the glass. Hey, that's great verticality, all right? Great fucking verticality. Peep this, right? Boom, he comes over on the help on Lowry. And then after going on help, he turns and has to get vertical with Bam Adebayo. And stays vertical. Now you kind of see his arms come down, but since he's above Bam, he's higher up than Bam, his arms come down on the ball. Whereas if a player's already up and then you try to get your arms into them, you're probably end up hitting their arms. Boom, they call a foul. Then boom, that's a great defense by Kongu. I'm telling you, this is where they lost the game. This is where they lost the game. And so you see this sense of urgency to be able to want to get these loose balls, and don't wonder why the loose balls end up falling to the hands of Atlanta, because on these plays, they're the ones who want them more. So there may be some lucky plays you'll see, but it's really just an accumulation of who wants it more in your really hard efforts. Then you get those lucky plays.
Pressure in the backcourt. Young handles it against Martin. Swing it, deflection. Right.
I'm telling you, these are not just lucky plays. It's an accumulation of great efforts that when plays like this do happen, the ball just ends up in your hands, bro.
Advances to the playoffs as the 7th seed. Bay lines it up. Too strong.
Boom. Once again, Collins gets that board through 3 Heat defenders. Or through 2. Boom. Comes up on the baseline. Boom. Rebound. That's tough. I'm telling you, it was these rebounds, bro. Hey, Kyle Lowry funny as fuck for this, bro. He funny for that. Hold on. I want you to peep this, all right? Look. As he comes up and set the screen, Jimmy's going to do the same thing where he stays slow. You know what I'm saying? He comes up and sets the screen slow, engage, and allows that screener to be able to find their angle so that he could be able to get off of it. But notice what Lowry does. He grabs his whole side. He keeps that hand on the side. And then he falls. Bro, that's a finesse right there, bro. You can see this shit clear as day. Clear as day, bro. And he just dragged him down to the floor. That's crazy, bro. Hey, that's a 2-man finesse right there, bro. That's a 2-man finesse. Deep one. Offensive rebound again. Offensive rebound again, bro. This is... I know Miami fans was hurt. I know Miami... Once again, peep that bump. Peep that bump. I already explained it already. Just peep the bump again. All right. Boom, bump. Gets out into space. Float. Yep, and that was just icing on the cake right there, bro. That was icing on the cake. You had 2 teammates going for that board, 2 of them, and yet you failed to be able to still get this rebound. And it ends up in the hands of Collins. He gets an and one. It's grits, my boy. Chalk it up.